Hi everyone, my name's Anthony Cummins and welcome to this video. Today we are going to be working from the Book of Ninja, the Bansen Shukai. I'm going to be answering a question that I got in one of my other videos, and we're going to be on page 70, 71 and 72, and we're looking at the conch shells, basically. Now, if you don't know what a conch shell is, basically imagine a big seashell with a brass piece on the end or a horn piece on the end that you blow and like you can hear, in the distance. Typical Japanese horn shell, and these are used by Yamabushi, things like that. Now the question is what exactly is this conch shell table? What exactly is it, and how does it work, and how do conch shells work? So what you've got to imagine is the ninja is in the castle, he's in the enemy camp, and he's waiting for instructions on what to do. Or there are people across boundaries in the same area, but you can't just run over and say, hey, Bob, I want you to do this. You've got to send messages. It's a bit too much to have flags going, because then you've got everybody looking at the flags and you could possibly miss the flags if you're a ninja. So what they have then is sound. Everyone can hear the sound. So how does this work? So it is very difficult because it has to be independent to each ninja clan or each ninja person, because otherwise, if it wasn't, everybody would know it. Your ninjas on your side would say, oh yeah, that's the type B conch shell table 1. You know what I mean? It wouldn't work like that. So what you have to realize is that it's basically Morse code. It's Morse code, dit, 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 dash, 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 dit, dit, dit. And that's all it is, but with a conch shell. And of course, it doesn't follow the Western Morse code. It's just the idea that you can send letters via signals. And what you do first of all is you get the drums, gongs and conches going, and then, which is not a proper message, not a proper usage, but that tells the ninja on the other side, he's like, they're just about to send a message. So he can ignore everything till he hears a clattering, so like, and he's like, okay, it's my time now. Then what they have is basically sort of a substitution code for letters and ideas or different things like attack from the west, attack from this. And what they do then is they will show these, or so they will blow on the conch shell in specific ways, which it doesn't say in the book. It doesn't tell you exactly how to do it, but it's like Morse code. It's just saying use Morse code, but it says use vibrato, so it's like that wobbling sound at the end. There's higher pressure sounds, there's dropping sounds, there's cut off sounds. There's all these different forms of ways you can play the shell, in different strengths and different vibrations and different endings and in combinations. And if you practice and practice and practice, then the ninja would be like, oh, okay, so attack from the west, wait till sunset, or if the wind is from the east, attack from the north, things like that. That's the type of messages they'll be sending, or don't do anything. So actually translating this section in the book was really difficult because it only gives you a vague outline of it, and those images, the table, are pretty much representative of the letters or the phrases or the sounds you're going to be sending. So you might want to build Anthony Cummins, Antony, through these different, basically Morse code for Japan. But of course it has to be secret. It has to be not known. So we're assuming that Fujibayashi actually gave more information in oral tradition. He pretty much gives everything you need there. He says you've got to make it up yourself. There's no point in everybody else having the same one. So what you do is, if you were to do this from a Western point of view, you would use 26 different types of sounds or groups of sounds like Morse code, but of course everybody knows Morse code, or it's easy to decipher, but you would have to come up with one between you and your own ninja. So your own ninja would be like, okay, that's for that, this is for this, and you just have to create your own code. The reason for that is if you didn't create your own code, everybody would know your code. So you have a set number of letters in the alphabet, and you know that you have a set idea of what you want to say. So you could say beforehand, this will mean set fire, this will mean don't do anything, this will mean kill such a character, and all of that is set up beforehand. So the complex things around there is just hard blowing, soft blowing, tremolo or vibratos, low ends, high ends, intense blows, all that type of stuff is pulled together. You can actually get a lot of different sounds out of a single sound instrument. So the conch shell has one sound, that's it. It's got one note, one sound, but you can add the different pressure of your breath, the different way you cup the end, all of that stuff can add to the different amount of signals you can send to make a more complicated message. So I hope that answers your question, whoever answered me that. It's from the Book of Ninja, the Bansen Shukai. Obviously massive tome of ninja information, which is just got ridiculous amounts to study and research in there. Right, I hope that answered everything, and I will speak to you next time.